smile the whole time.
Oh, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Always Open. We're so glad you're here. And a Merry, Merry Christmas to those celebrating, I guess, this week.
Yeah.
It's this week. I'm
Is
your host.
it?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Well, when this episode comes out. I'm your host, Barbara Dunkelman, and with me today, I got some fucking beautiful ladies in the house.
Speak for yourself.
Starting with,
Holla. That's not my coolest thing. Hi.
Yes.
I'm Arryn. I'm not cool.
hi, Arryn.
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
She is cool.
I'm pretty cool.
Jesus Christ, those glasses. And then the opposite of Lindsay.
The opposite of cool. Fucking Cindy Lou Who over
You
here.
look amazing. Very
Thank you.
festive.
I love it.
If I move it,
Well, Christmas is ruined. I hope you're happy.
I wish we had
It's
the
a
foresight
goose.
of putting that on your head and wrapping all your hair around it.
Oh,
That's-
like Cindy.
people used to do it with water bottles. I bet you did that.
Did.
Of course I did.
Blonde. It was a blonde thing.
It was a blonde
I
thing.
can't
I think
help
it was
myself
a-
but making blonde jokes like first thing.
I think it was a socially awkward thing. I
Yeah.
don't know if it was a blonde thing.
The cool kids at my school did it. But you were in Canada, so
See, I always knew that to be like kids who had parents who were very hair savvy. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, no, little
Kids who had
no, little
parents?
Susan, or no, they're hair savvy parents.
Oh,
So, like,
okay.
I got you, girl. My parents are like, shit, a ponytail? Do you,
Yeah.
whatever.
Would you consider yourself a hair savvy
I
parent?
feel like I'm better than my parents. My mom was never, I mean, she was working all the time and she was like, I just don't know how to do this. I'm sorry, we'll figure it out. So I would watch like hair tutorials when YouTube
Yeah.
was finally a thing. But other than that, it was just like bun or down. And now I can do like braids and stuff. And I want to do that for Iris when she gets a little older.
You
So
also have been doing a lot of cool colors lately too.
yeah, you've been doing cool colors since I met you.
thanks. Yeah,
I
I like the
used-
blue. It's fading a little bit.
I do like the blue.
It looks nice like that though.
Thank you.
It's got like an icy blue.
Someone told me this was ombre. I'm like, sure. If being,
It's unintentional
yeah,
ombre.
if being
Whatever you want
lazy
it
is
to
be. I like
ombre,
it.
I'll take it.
That's how ombre started, isn't it? How like people would let their roots grow
You
out
just get lazy.
and it would be like that style.
Look, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe
But
it.
Innovator.
I believe it.
So we're almost a Team RWBY episode.
Almost. I'm
This
sorry I
was-
ruined it.
Mariel
with
can play
it.
the part of
It's
voice.
Team
Rubum.
RWBY.
So we're filming this a little early since we're going to be out for the Christmas holidays. And Arryn was going to be in town, so we're like, gotta get you on the show. But unfortunately, Kara had her job today, so she couldn't come
Yeah.
in. to the
Wow,
episode. She
adulting.
wishes she could be here.
She does. And I was going to wear a blonde wig.
Well, hear me out. Here's
I
what
saw
think.
one.
Mariel joins. She's now, it's not Weiss. Weiss tragically dies somehow.
It's mice.
We have Blanca join us. It's still
Blanca?
RWBY.
Blanca.
Out of all the characters in the world,
Blanca.
I was like, oh,
Hit that B
Mariel.
hard.
It'll be Rumby.
Mariel.
Rumby.
Remember it.
Rumby.
Rumby.
Everyone
Rumby
says put Mariel in RWBY, and let me tell you, Mariel has been in RWBY, all right?
Has she?
Yeah.
What character?
Unknown Soldier number 3.
Oh, shit.
Ever heard of her?
Solid.
That's my favorite on
From
Soldier.
season 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Dup,
ask
dup, dup, dup.
us when we are at conventions, like, who your favorite character is, like that. Other than that one, I'm gonna start saying my favorite character is Forrest.
Me too.
Come on.
I
give him
wanted
that.
I wanted to be known that Team FRWBY was invented by me.
Nice.
Do tell.
Well, it was just Eric and I dicking around on Instagram, and it was like, "Welcome to the team."
What a
And
beautiful,
I'm taking full responsibility.
beautiful origin story.
I know.
Eric confirmed
It's
tonight?
tragic.
It's confirmed.
It's confirmed canon.
Wow, and you
Wow.
didn't give her any credit for that.
No, he didn't.
No.
Of course not. Biggest dick on Twitter.
Nice. Out of every-
Oh, man. Speaking of dicks on Twitter, you guys want to watch this video I found?
Oh, God. Oh, Lord.
Horrifying.
Right
Well, it's not
before-
Horrifying.
It's almost fascinating, is what it is.
Yeah.
I feel.
Right before the show, Mariel decided to enlighten us about a video that she found on Twitter. I'll just describe it for you guys,
Yes.
and if you want to find it, that's your own choice.
Yep.
That's why I keep having to like fix my makeup. I just can't.
It is a woman,
We're still in shock.
Yes.
naked, but she had something on.
She has
Like a garter.
Yeah,
Like a garter belt.
on,
Yeah.
Like down here on
Yeah.
the waist, and it's got like the little straps to
But
hold on
she's
to.
fully naked, like tits out, vagina
she's
out.
naked.
She's
Everything's
Yeah,
running
we've seen everything.
full fucking speed at the camera, and she jumps and does a split, so her fucking pussy lips are just like full camera angle.
I always forget.
And then like jumps into the camera, and then it cuts into the Death Stranding footage of going into the fucking baby womb.
Yeah. I need to send it to
Thumbs
Eric.
up.
I always forget
just
that we
want
can
Eric to
say
see it.
stuff like pussy and
Pussy
fuck
lips?
on
Yeah,
the
you're
show.
good. Go ahead.
So I'm just saying, are we
Good
okay?
song. Fuck, pussy, fuck, fuck. If you want.
Oh, that's my favorite song.
It's a good one.
It is now.
I like the
Have you
little
heard the remix?
finger motions.
How does it go? How does it go?
Oh, that's pussy, fuck, fuck, puss. That's very different.
It's like Puss in Boots, but not.
Oh Lord.
Solid. That was a solid joke.
Okay, hold on. For real. Puss in Boots, would you fuck him? The cat?
No. What?
No.
No? All right.
I mean, it's Antonio Banderas, which is very attractive, but
Yeah,
it's a
the
cat.
voice actor.
Would
fuck the
Blake
cat?
do it though?
Which is maybe, which is funny. Barbara had this discussion with me when we first started doing conventions, and she's like, listen, it's so weird for me because I listen to these characters and I'm like, dang, like this guy sounds kind of hot. Like, I don't know what's happening. And then I meet the voice actor. I'm like, girl, welcome to anime.
That's what
like,
That's what I did with Forrest too.
Oh,
well, that forest got burned down, so
yikes.
Damn.
not a problem anymore.
Yeah, he's dead.
It is crazy how different. I mean, obviously it's a voice, so people don't look like the characters they're voicing.
No.
Well, it's like
yeah.
such a stark difference.
Exactly. You're like, oh, that's completely different.
I feel like I kind of look like Blake, but I don't look like Dr. Gray. I don't know what Dr. Gray looks like.
She's in a fucking helmet,
I know.
so of course you don't look like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we put
Maybe
you
if
in a
I
helmet,
put on
you
a
would.
helmet.
Do you know when people come to the booth and they're like, you're Ruby? I'm like, yeah, what's up?
Sorry.
Hey kids,
Sorry
thanks
to
for watching my
disappoint.
show.
How many times do you guys get asked to do the voices?
A lot.
frequently,
And
yeah.
I get so nervous. I hate doing it, especially because Blake just sounds like me. So the only thing that I can do that would sound like her is to do the members of the White Fang or brothers of the White Fang. So I
Why
have
are
to
you
scream.
aiming this skull?
And I don't want to be that person at the convention who's like constantly yelling this one line. So I do this one line, and it's really disappointing for everybody. It's just like, right. And it's one of the first few lines she says to
Season 1.
Yeah. And everyone's like, all right, do it. I'm like, that was it.
It's done.
Sorry.
There was one time I was having, someone came up to our booth at a convention and I was talking to them for like probably a good like 2 or 3 minutes. And then they're like, oh, by the way, could you do Yang's voice? And I was like, I've just been doing it for the whole time.
Done.
You
Yeah.
got it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's out there. It's
Well, you're
just my
kind of
voice.
like, it's like Michael says with Sun. It's the inflection and the energy behind
Yeah.
the performance. So like, obviously,
cadence.
yeah, Michael's nowhere near that happy, nor will he ever be because he's from New Jersey. So Michael's like, if Sun was just Michael with the jersey removed from inside of him and it was just pure joy and happiness. Yeah, that's Sun.
I sometimes wonder at conventions, I know some of them are a little bit more like party-esque conventions.
Oh, yeah.
But like, how much like fucking goes on at those places?
Oh,
I went to.
you don't want to know.
I really don't. There was too
Yeah.
much pillow for me.
That's too much. There you go. That's where it needs to be.
Yeah. Let's
lot.
take a drink every time Arryn changes her position on that chair.
You're the only one drinking alcohol, actually.
And
Oh, wait, no,
Texas
are you?
isn't here. Well, I have a beer, and I
Yeah.
wanted another beer, but Texas is not available. I looked to him,
I
and he
know.
was not there.
Do we know what this brand is? Sponsor me.
Now, it's crazy talking about fucking in conventions. Not that I played a part of it, but I knew people who did. In the theater spectrum, everyone goes to Ren Fair.
Yeah.
Because you can make extra bucks while you're there, perform stuff like
theater's
that.
nothing but incest.
Dude,
What?
the amount of people who are like, you going to Ren Fest for the orgies? I'm like, I'm sorry, excuse me? They're like, no, yeah, we're going to pop some acid and then fuck each other. I was like,
'cause
oh,
they-
what?
They camp out there.
Yeah, mhm.
Like everyone, all of the players they like live there for the amount of time that the Ren Fest was going. I may or may not have wanted to audition for. I used to go to the Renaissance Festival
It's really
every
fun.
year in Plantersville. So great.
I went
I miss
once.
it. I would go for my birthday.
It's this really weird dynamic of like going either as a family or when you're a kid and you're like, wow, this is very whimsical and
Yeah.
fun and like family friendly, yay, medieval times.
Yeah.
But then there's this like dark back area where it's like, yo, are you 18 or above?
You get fucked.
Get over here.
Put your key in the
You're like,
bowl.
oh,
What?
That's like a swingers thing, right?
Yeah,
Everyone
key in
puts
the
their
bowl.
key.
Yeah.
Bowl?
Yeah.
I don't
Isn't
get
it
it.
you
like-
put your flagon in the bowl.
You're
Yeah.
It's like they.
big bowl.
I think I could be wrong because I don't know much about swinging because I don't do it. Sorry, guys. But
back-
darn, everyone puts their key in a bowl and like people pick it out and whoever's
Wow.
key they get, they.
Yep.
You know what? That
They-
would make it fair.
That would
They-
make it fair.
That would make it fair.
Have you seen The Grinch with Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
They literally make that joke in the movie when
Really?
when the Grinch is a baby and he's living with the old women who find him as a baby
Who are
Grinch.
definitely lesbians.
Yes, absolutely. They're a lesbian couple, for sure.
Yes.
I'm so glad you said that. It's so
100%.
true.
I don't remember.
They have a party, a Christmas party, and there's a whole joke where the camera's zooming in on a bowl and people are dropping in the keys. And as an adult watching it, you go, oh, they're fucking each other. But as a kid, you're like, what's happening?
No idea.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, now I have to watch it back.
No.
The rewatchability is just off the charts then.
Yeah, it's a great movie. It holds up.
I don't remember it.
Beautiful. I watched it
It's a beautiful
2 months ago for no reason.
You're like, I'm fresh. It's fresh in my memory.
Got it.
It's nice when kids movies add in a little adult
Little wink
flair
dunch,
now and
yeah.
then.
Isn't there like a bunch of hidden things in Disney movies?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
so many titties.
Yeah.
A lot of titties, a lot of dicks.
A lot of boners, yeah. Little Mermaid, there's a boner. I think in The Rescuers, there's titties in a window.
Oh yeah, woman's flashing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But even that's like hidden. I like the blatant jokes where I'm like, a kid would not understand that.
Yeah.
But that, thank you
Yeah.
for the adults out there.
There's some in Pixar movies too. I think it's because it's like,
Well, because parents are gonna have to watch this shit
have
over
to.
and over and over and
I
over.
honestly find those movies more enjoyable as an adult than
Yeah.
I did as a kid.
I find that much more endearing. I really appreciate when content that is geared toward a younger audience trusts a young audience with very difficult subject matter.
Yeah.
But in doing so, still like, I don't know, it makes it like, it alleviates that pressure of
Yeah.
it. I don't know, it's hard to explain. But like Coco's a great example. I'm like, dude, the movie's about dying. Like, it's about death.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, this happens.
See, this is just. I was just talking to Mariel and Barbara, being like, okay, so I just heard this Panic at the Disco. Here's the thing. I know it as Panic at the Disco, the Into the Unknown, because I just heard it today for the first time ever, and I've been being like, you know what? This is a great song, and just been singing with it, and it's been awesome. And then I went to add it onto my phone, and it was like, do you mean the Idina Menzel one? And I'm like, oh my God, is this in Frozen? And so now I can't sing it because I just want to cry every time I hear it. And I've not even seen Frozen 2, but
I haven't
Disney just
either.
makes me cry, man.
Dude.
I can't stop.
We just started, well, Disney Plus is a menace, but we just started watching all of the Pixar movies again.
No.
I came home and Michael was like, we're watching Up. I'm like, well, bye. Like, I'm not going to be in here.
Really? You just couldn't handle it?
What's up?
You just can't handle like that?
No, like the first 10 minutes of the whole, I mean, like, especially because it's such a real problem that
Yeah.
people have of being unable to conceive and wanting
Yeah.
children. I'm like, damn, man, that's
Maybe
hard.
maybe that is why Disney affects me so much more, because I do like, and I start to put myself in those positions and like realize the reality of these things.
What's your sign?
I'm a Libra.
Nice.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
She doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about. She's
Sorry.
making that up.
Me or her? You. I don't know. My girlfriend's a Libra.
What
that's
are
all I
you?
know.
Does it make sense for a Gemini?
I'm a Pisces with a Virgo moon. I found out.
Ooh. See, I have the same emotions. Does it make sense for a Gemini or no?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I really
Gemini
just made
is
it up.
supposed to be very like dual.
Oh, I think Gemini. Well, okay. So Lizzo has
it's
a
a twin,
lyric.
right?
Well, yeah. Lizzo has a lyric in her song that says
I just took a DNA test. Turns out
that too.
I'm
But she
100%
said
that bitch.
she said something like, "Used to fuck with a Gemini. It was like having a threesome every night or something like that."
Oh yeah.
So
I
yeah.
can't imagine that's actually true though.
Word. It's a
talked
horrible
about
thing
it.
to do, but I'm a Virgo, but I like doing that sometimes when people are like, you seem like that kind of sign. I'm like, does this make sense for a sign that I'm not? And they're like, yeah, that does seem like you. I'm like,
yeah, bitch.
No, I was lying.
It was the episode with Jack, I think we talked about this, where he told us a story of, I think they did it at like a high school or something, where they got everyone's star signs and they handed them out each a horoscope for what their sign was. And at the end of them reading it, someone came in and they're like, what did you guys think? Did you relate? And everyone's like, oh my God, yeah, it's so true. It's so me. Like, this is so accurate. And they're like, everyone got the
the same
exact
thing.
same readout.
Yeah.
nice.
And
And
so,
you're like,
so you're just essentially pulling that information and adapting it to whatever's
Yeah.
going on in your life.
The thing about Geminis that I've heard, and my girlfriend has told me, is that they're very, like, they can be very adaptable. So, like, if you hang out with one group of friends, you'll kind of, like, mold to that. And
That's
then,
what I do, though.
And then you, like, move to another group of friends, and then you're kind of like
Yeah.
a different person. And so some people might see that as, like, oh, you're just, like, you're a
Oh,
little
like
two-faced.
two-facing it. Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Instead of
See,
just
I-
adaptable.
I just find that, yeah, to be able to like mesh in any situation. But
yeah,
it's
find
also-
common ground.
Yeah. And
That's true with anybody, though.
yeah.
Like, I think I'm a different person when I hang out with you versus when I hang out with Mariel. And that's
Oh,
just
for
because,
sure.
like, you guys have different personality
Yeah.
types. And so I kind of just, like,
Yeah, I think like in general, a person has like things they gravitate towards. Of like, this is my personality. But you're right that we stretch a little bit this way if we're hanging with this group, or we stretch a little bit
Yeah.
that way if we're hanging with this group.
Yeah.
But you're still
Yeah.
you as a whole. That being said, I don't believe in astrology, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
You know, like let people
Yeah.
have fun. That's fine.
I downloaded this app that gives you like a daily tarot card. Tarot
Tarot.
card.
What's
Yeah.
it called?
A tarot card.
I'd have to look it up on my phone.
It's like
But you
Miles
basically
said
like
Merlot.
draw a card
Or
every
Merlot.
day.
Okay.
Yes.
And it says like what the card is and how it's supposed to like affect your day or like what it means and all this stuff. And there have been times, and I know it's like, okay, whatever, it's been like scary accurate.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to do this then.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm into it. I like just enjoying weird shit.
Yeah. It's fun.
Why not?
Yeah.
It's not hurting
there's,
anybody.
'cause
Yeah.
there's the pattern is like another. It's not so much like an astrology app. It's more so just like it does take your birth chart
Yeah.
into account, and it puts all of that together, and it's kind of like, oh, like this is a situation that you might be going through right now, whatever.
Let me see what this is.
And then there's another one called Co-Star, which is just mean.
Oh.
Co-Star will just be like, "What's up, you piece of shit?
Oh, I
Feeling-
don't need that.
you feeling fat
I
today?
got my
Yeah.
kind
Kinda
of
like
every
that.
morning.
Never mind. That's the achievement on
Yeah.
her way of like, what's
This
up?
one is called.
That's just how I wake up.
Yeah,
This one's
I know.
called.
Sup, you asshole?
I don't need that in my life. I don't need an app yelling at me.
It's called Golden Thread something. It's too long of a title to show on my app screen, but Golden Thread thing.
All right.
Let's see what my daily card today is.
Ooh.
Yes.
Today's card is not showing up.
Solid.
Wait, let me see if I don't know if I still have Co-Star.
It's
but maybe I
the
can find
Emperor. Tyranny, rigidity, and coldness.
I mean, we're gonna be outside later.
That's very true. It's a little chilly. It's a little chilly. I just like that. I mean, the modern day and age is we have apps on our phones, but I don't know if you guys did the same thing. Whereas in like middle school, I guess I would get like a Teen Vogue, and in the
Oh,
back
right.
they'd
Oh,
have your
yes, the
astrology
horoscopes?
signs. Mhm,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, every time.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, what's
I
Virgo
did
this month?
all them quizzes.
Maybe I'll get a boyfriend. Who knows?
Yeah, they always had like a relationship section of
Yep.
it, like a
Right.
work section.
Yeah.
And it's also like, what best blowjob to give your boyfriend if you're a Pisces?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
If
Yeah,
your
so
if your
true.
significant other is a blank, you should try this. It's like,
You should put a finger up
What?
his butthole.
So
if
true.
your partner is a Cancer,
Oh,
he'll love
Lord.
it when you rub his nipples.
What magazines or things like that did you read as a kid?
Oh, 17.
Not even kid, like teenager, yeah.
Yeah, 17
magazine.
was
okay.
the one. I had like
17.
a subscription, and I would wait
Yeah. Ditto.
for
Isn't there also like
Nice.
a Cosmo Girl?
Cosmo
Yeah, Cosmo
Girl,
Girl.
There's Teen
Teen
Vogue.
Vogue.
See, I would
wanted
never
to work for Teen Vogue.
I'd never buy them, but I would read them at the checkout at the grocery store because I knew I could buy myself like
Yeah.
10 minutes while that process was happening. Like, okay, cool.
When I was growing up, I don't know where I heard this, but I heard that you like aren't allowed to read the magazines in line because it means you're like stealing essentially.
Oh.
Like, you haven't paid for it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because you're reading what you could.
I'm
pay
not
for
ashamed
it.
that I looked at the Archie comics before checking out.
Dude, Archie comics. I used to read those.
I did too.
I was
and then
stealing.
the CW show came out, and I went, "Oh shit, Archie! I used to love that." I'm like, "This is nothing like the
Is it?
comics I
Yeah.
read."
It's Riverdale,
I haven't
right?
seen it. I
Yeah,
have a
Riverdale,
feeling it's
yeah.
not the same thing.
No,
You guys ever stolen anything?
I did as a kid. I stole a roll of Lifesavers, and my mom didn't notice till we got to the parking lot because I stuck them in my sock, and it was like this big brick. Like clearly, I had something in my sock. She's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "I took candy," and she made me march back and like apologize for it and put it back and everything.
And ever since then, nothing.
no,
I stole a tank top.
I
When?
you know Jean. I'm not.
I know.
I was
Yeah,
like
not
like
very.
14 or 15.
Yeah.
I was shopping with my friends, and I really wanted this tank top, and I just like kept it on and put my jacket back on, and I was like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? And I was like, I can't go back in and tell them because like then what's gonna happen? They're gonna call my parents. So I stole a tank top when I was a kid. It was like I think $7, but still not right.
I have a
Police come get me.
like an ethical theft kind of thing. Okay, so
love
my,
those.
my mom bought me a piano from Kohl's, like a little mini one when I
keyboard?
first like a little keyboard. But it was constantly humming. So I took it back, and you could still see on the sticker price how much it was. But now that the thing was on sale, they could only give me so much for it. So it was like $100, but they could only give me $25. What? So then I was like, you know what? Fuck you, Kohl's.
Quite a
I'm
sale.
stealing something.
0
So-
to 100. Like,
Yeah.
all
So
right.
I
like
think
it.
I
$75
stole like
worth.
like a little earring packet. I was big on the earrings. Either that. No. It wasn't. It was like a moonstone thumb ring. It was. Yeah. It was.
That are all like just on display there that you just pop on your finger.
I think so.
those?
Maybe. I mean, it's been a long time. I didn't do this like yesterday. Go to Kohl's. Clearly not moonstone. So yeah. So I stole from Kohl's because they stole from my mom.
Well, you know what? It's what they deserve.
Yeah.
Big corporations, whatever. Don't steal from them.
Exactly.
Goodness.
I stole an avocado from HEB like a week ago.
Nice.
On purpose?
Not on purpose. I just forgot to count.
Oh.
You know how you go and you weigh your things like at the HEB?
Is it the
I guess
self-checkout?
most- Yeah. Not the self-checkout. Like in the produce section, they have like you can put how many avocados you have
And
or
then you get the
whatever, and then you get the
little sticker for
sticker.
it? Yeah.
And that way it's like checkout's faster. I'd gotten 3 avocados, and then I was like, oh wait, I don't need 3. And so then I went and bought 2, and then I was like, you know what, I do need 3, and I forgot to get a new sticker. Sorry, HEB.
I did actually forget to put my 6-pack of tiny Diet Cokes onto the thing, and it was on the bottom, like, you know, underneath the cart. But by the time I got to the car, I was like, you know what? I got out.
You made it.
Y'all
What are
are
we gonna
just
do?
real people, okay?
Hey, petty theft.
Everyone
boy.
forgets the stuff on the bottom of the cart.
Sometimes you forget. Sometimes you're a young teenage girl and you just want the tank top from American Eagle.
And I mean, American Eagle is ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, this one was on sale.
Well, it was back when I was a kid. I don't know how much it costs now because I definitely don't fit into anything at American Eagle.
I love thinking about the time I spent in American Eagle. Like that was my wardrobe being from Dallas was like polo shirt, the
I wasn't
jeans.
cool
Yeah.
enough. My mom was like, "Do you want to go shopping at American Eagle?" And I'm like, "Nope, I'm good at Hot Topic."
Growing up at the time, my
was
parents
not
were like,
cool.
"You will not go in that store. That's
I
where the
know
drug
you-
addicts
yep.
are. You stay out of there." And now, like I guess in high school, it's like, "Well, Hot Topic."
Yeah.
When did you guys start going to like movies and stores by yourself? That's like, I feel like that starts younger and younger now.
I think it was like late middle school, high school. It's probably like 13, 14.
Yeah.
The movies was like the hot spot every Friday or Saturday night. Like that's where you would go to see all of your friends from school.
Yeah.
Roll up
You
to
just
the
hang
mall.
out in the
Yeah.
like little lobby area with everybody.
Yeah, with the little games and stuff.
Yeah, we had one movie theater essentially in our city. And it's
Same.
like everyone was there.
Would people come visit you at the
Oh,
BK
yeah.
Lounge?
People, so yeah, that was an
What?
awkward thing because I started working at the movie theater at Burger King when I was 15. And yeah, I would oftentimes see my friends from school or like people who I
Ew.
didn't like from school. And whenever I would see them come in, especially like the popular girls, I'd be like, oh my God, like shit.
Spit in their burgers.
I'm gonna go work in the back. Oh shit, never mind, it's just me here.
You just gave me
Gotta do it
memory
all.
recall of the complete reverse, but I remember there was a dude that I had a crush on who worked at the movie theater that opened in our town too. And every time we went to the movies with my friends, they'd be like, "Dude, your crush is here. Like, go talk to him. Go talk to him." I'm like, stop.
Shut up.
You're making it weird. So I'd go order popcorn. And I'd be like the most uncomfortable person. I'm sure to him, like, I didn't exist. He's like, "Hello, Lindsay. Cool, you're a person." But
Yeah.
in my inside was like, "Oh my God, like, do I look good? Am I saying the right thing? Did I order like there's too much popcorn? Do I seem fat? Did I order too little popcorn? Do I seem like health conscious?
Should I put on butter?
Right? Like, what do I do here?"
I think about how, as like where we are now with social media and how all that stuff exists, TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and all that things, how having a crush on someone and like going through that like high school feeling of having a crush on someone would drive me fucking crazy.
Oh,
Like if I
dude.
posted a story, constantly checking to see if they've seen it or like liked my photos and stuff.
I may or may not do that now.
I mean, I'm sure like plenty of people our age still do that kind of
Yes.
stuff.
Well, it's weird for us
Like in high
too.
school, it's just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's totally outrageous.
And we have an online audience, and I think it's good and bad. It's made me very self-conscious for a while, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe so many people are looking at me, and I'm so awkward, and all these
God, it's the
different
worst.
opinions about me that are not coming from me, so I have no control over them whatsoever. But now it's kind of turned me into like, I don't give a fuck mode, like
Yeah.
complete
Yeah.
0% fucks given, don't care.
This after the insanity that was my last 3 years of like having these onslaught of opinions of people who have never heard about me but who have just decided to like
Form an
make
opinion
something
on
up. Like straight up make shit up.
You're like, cool.
I've like this year is just by the end of it took a long time, lots of therapy. But I can't care anymore. It sucks the life out of you.
Do you have a go-to for like motivation when shit like that gets you down? 'Cause sometimes I'll like pull back to certain videos and go like, yeah.
I don't know. I guess it depends on like what happened. Like there are certain people that I can talk to, or like
support
just completely shutting off the social media thing
Yeah.
and just
That's
like
been very helpful, beneficial for me, stepping away.
this last Thanksgiving I was at my parents' cabin in Colorado and I just didn't do the social media thing and it was magnificent.
It's awesome.
It was
Nice.
great.
it definitely helps.
Yeah.
My favorite to go to when I get like just, I don't know, some asinine reply, I'm like, I should kill myself. Okay, yeah, cool, internet, thanks, whatever. I love going back to, I don't know the guy's name, but it's a Vine. He's talking about, the Vine I think is titled like when people say they don't like me, and it's someone going like, I don't fucking like you, and he goes, what? And he just busts out laughing. He goes, bitch,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
There's one thing that I saw, I think I sent it to you. It was like, you say how much you don't like me, but you still follow me, bitch. You're a fan.
Yeah. You still are watching my every move.
single thing I do, you're a
And you're
fan.
kind of obsessing over
Yeah.
everything I say and do
You
and
say what you
picture
want,
I
but-
post. Like, that point, you a fan.
Yeah.
I think that's translated
go nowhere.
to day to day for me now too. If someone's being shitty, I'm like, you know what? You've got your own problems.
Yeah.
If you ever need a pick me up,
Yeah. Well, oh, go ahead.
there's a guy on TikTok. I can't for the life of remember his name or his handle or whatever it is, but he's this like more heavyset guy, and I think he has like a very flamboyant attitude, and he goes,
Is he Fat Carrie Bradshaw?
all right, listen to me. How dare you wake up this morning and not see yourself as a queen you are? And he's essentially just like yelling at you through his videos of just like, how dare you not think you are amazing?
That's like that woman who's got like the ridiculously like long green nails being like, you should be happy.
Oh my God,
This
yes.
is your day.
Yes.
And just like going like this. I love
Only
that.
reason I want long
Yeah.
nails is just to do this.
This motion, unfortunately, makes me think of here's the motherfucking
Tea.
damn it.
As you get older, I think you start to realize that when people have such loud opinions about you, when they don't know anything about you or like put anger on you, that kind of thing, that says more about them than it does
for
about
sure.
you.
For sure.
Yeah.
There's something that they don't know how to handle and they don't understand what it is, so they're just outpouring rage because that's the only outlet.
So it's so much work to be mean.
It really is.
like,
Like it's
never
a lot of
understood it.
energy.
Like we have a shirt that I love that's in our store, and it says, "We're all going to die. Might as well be nice,"
Ah.
Pretty much.
because it's true. We all gonna be here for just a couple years.
Just a couple.
Just 2 more years on this fine trainer.
Me and Trevor always
amazed I
joke,
made
we're
it
just
this
like,
far.
We're gonna notebook together when we're 2,050 years old.
What's notebook?
Like both die at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, the notebook.
The notebook.
But
It's like I can't handle anything else. I'm just
Oh.
like that's how we have to go.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
sad.
2,000 years
Which
old.
one of you is gonna get Alzheimer's?
Oh, what? Why would?
It's
Oh,
genetic.
it's me. I am.
Oh,
Why did we take that turn?
that's like one of my biggest fears.
My grandpa is going through it right now.
Is he really?
Yeah, it's really
very
rough
sad.
on my mom.
Yeah, I know.
Very
I've
sad.
had the
Yeah.
exact same situation. I joke because it's true. It'll probably
Yeah,
happen to me.
so
Yeah.
if I
Not
keep
trying to be
talking about it,
insensitive, I'm
I'm
literally
gonna cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good.
Is it? So it's in your.
Yep.
It's genetic.
It's genetic. Yeah.
Is it a genetic thing?
Ish.
Gosh, there's just.
Yup.
I mean,
I got breast cancer in my family. My mom's just like, get tested for this gene. I did.
As
Yeah.
you should.
did she have to have anything?
My mom?
Yeah.
My mom doesn't have it. My grandma had it. She beat it. But it's in the
Yep.
family. So
It,
feel
listen,
you.
it's never. I mean, it could happen at any point. So, ladies always
get your titties checked.
Get
your
your
titties
titties
checked. Get
I'll
your
help
pap
ya.
smears.
self-check.
Do it.
Get your partners to check. That's
Yeah,
always
there's
fun.
a girl I went to high school with, so she's my age. She's 30. She just, she's in remission now. So
Yeah.
she had breast
Jeez.
cancer.
Awesome. Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, she's my age.
Yeah, how fucking
That's
crazy
so
is that?
scary.
Life
And I'm always
is
just
not
like-
forever.
No, it's
Okay, we
not.
good.
Yeah.
It's also interesting at this point in our lives, like 30 on is like, you gotta get everything
Hey, I'm not
checked.
30 yet.
Oh, yeah, we're calm down.
Hey, yeah. Speak for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
You and me, Lindsay.
When I was in school, I got one of these little shower hangers that
Yeah.
you hung on your shower, and it like let you know or reminded you and on how to like check
It
your
has, like, the-
breasts
like-
in the shower.
Like where to feel, how to lift your
Yeah.
arms up and stuff like that.
Because it's like that's the best time to do it. You're in the shower, you're already naked, and it's a reminder, and it just hangs there. I don't know why I remember that, but I do.
So I got the same thing, and I hung it on my car for a while.
it's like your handicap.
Yes.
I'm checking my tits. Hold on.
Mariel knows my mom very well now.
I love Miss Jean Tuggy.
So Jean was not having it and kept taking it out of my car. So it was this never-ending unspoken battle of I would come to my car and it'd be gone. I was like,
Hang it
all
back
right.
up.
And then I would find it and put it back up, and then she would come and take it off. And we
How are you just
never-
not like as an adult now? I see Jean Tuggy and I'm like, I see you, and we're a little bit more equals now. And like, I fear you, but I also respect you. If I was around her as a child, it would be just pure unadulterated fear.
It was a great balance. Like, my mom's definitely part of the reason why I have the humor I have. Like, she's
Yeah.
very sarcastic. She has a very dry sense of humor. You just don't fuck with Jean.
You just don't fuck
That's
with
it.
Jean
That's
Tuggy.
the rule. Like, just, keep it chill.
I wish I understood this vibe.
Oh.
Do you want to explain what happened at, it was at your
It was at
first
yes,
baby shower.
first baby
Do it
shower.
while I get a beer, because the camera will be focused on
Well,
me.
there you go.
Cool. All right. Now, 2 shot. What are you doing?
Let's go grab a beer.
Hey, it's me. Okay, so the Ballad of Jean Tuggy is basically like at Lindsay's first baby shower. I've told this story so many times, and I think there's also there's also an RTAA about it. But basically, I was just being an obnoxious cunt during Lindsay's baby shower. And I admit it now, I've grown.
My favorite word.
I've grown, I see the error in my ways. But I was just like, I get very competitive in situations that I should not be competitive at. So Lindsay's baby shower, prime example for me to be the most competitive person I've ever been in my entire life.
I wasn't there, I had to miss it. I forget, I think I was out of town at a convention that we were at.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But there was a game where anytime you said baby, you could there's a clothespin or something?
Yes, there's a clothespin game. So anytime you start off with like 3 clothespins. And then anytime someone says baby, or you can get someone to say baby, you take their clothespin. And so I was just like calculating all the fucking ways I could fuck with people.
It sounds like me though. I would absolutely.
Oh yeah, I went nuts.
Get you.
Yeah.
Didn't you go to someone and you're like, what's that song?
I went up to Jessica Vasami, and I was just like, hey, do you remember? I was like, what's that movie with like Amy Poehler and Tina Fey? And she's like, trying to have, she's like. She's trying to get, and she's like, oh, baby mama. And I was like, oh, thank you. And ever since then, Jean Tuggy like zeroed me out, and Jean Tuggy was like, I will end you. You do not get to survive this party.
That's amazing.
And then so then everyone turned against me.
Yeah.
And they were just like, we cannot let Mariel win. And but I think I either got second place or I won that one. But then the thing that got Jean Tuggy, well, there was 2 more things. There was a big giant bottle full of jelly beans, like a baby bottle, and it was like a guess how many jelly beans. Yeah. And I guess like something ridiculous. I was like, I did a Beautiful Mind did it.
Yeah.
Beautiful Mind did it. I like counted the layers and I like did some math and some multiplication in my head, and I was like, all right, if I do this, carry the 1, and I was like 1271. I was like, that's what it is, 1,271.
Jeez.
And I wrote it down and I like turned it in. And then Meg Turney made fun of me for the next like 15 minutes. And she was like, you're such a dumb bitch. You really think there's over 1,000 jelly beans?
Mariel's just biding her time, like.
And I was just like, hey, you know what? If there is, there is. And if there isn't, there isn't. Like, all good.
Vasa ver?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
She was really just choking her out the whole time.
Just doubt me. Just doubt me. It's fine.
She's down.
And then Jean Tuggy she's like going through, and she opens Meg's, and she's like, oh, 251. She just goes, ha, no way. And she closes it, and I was like, fuck you, Meg.
It was instant shit on. It was pretty amazing.
And then she opened mine, and she goes, Mariel. And I was like 5 off.
Yeah, it was like, I think 1276.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And then the last thing was just like a random draw, like for a prize or something, and I happened to be in the bathroom, and Jean Tuggy pulls my name out, and she's like, you know what? She doesn't get this one. And she like rips it up before I can come back.
My mom literally went, no, she's done.
She's already winning too many things.
She's like, she's power hungry. I love it too because like, I
baby shower.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, Mom.
One more prize and I would have won the baby.
Of all people too.
Mine now.
I couldn't give less of a fuck. I'm just there to have fun. But it was amazing because my mom is my mom. And also I felt like you guys bonded in that sense.
Yes.
You were like, I will win all the prizes. And my mom was like, no, you will not.
It's very yin and yang.
Weird anime respect moment. Like, you're my rival, so I love
they
you.
Like shook hands at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Basically.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the predator like arm, like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Our biceps just.
You son of a bitch.
Anyway, Jean Tuggy is both a hero and a scholar, and I fear and love her at the same time.
She should just adopt you at this point.
That's lovely. I love it.
I'm basically a Tuggy.
She's watching my children right now.
Oh, Jean Tuggy.
Sweet.
Being good girl.
I've never met your children.
They're cool. They're all right.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess you don't live here, so.
No, I do not.
And you didn't. I don't think you brought them to any.
You don't live
No. Well, are you?
I know, it's crazy.
Are you doing Phoenix next year?
I think just you and Michael might be because we.
Okay,
did the other
you're right. You're right because I couldn't do another one and you guys are going with Miles on that. Okay.
Yeah.
Flop.
Oh, that's Dietary too. I
But
have a spreadsheet.
long story short, I will be bringing Iris and Luna to conventions in the future.
In the future.
To see you guys, not to see.
I'm gonna
sorry,
squish
everyone
the
else.
little
I saw Iris and Luna the other day, so this was a very frightening moment for me. I was in the office. It was the end of the day.
Children are horrifying.
I want to say it was like 4:30 or 5, and for some reason I think we shot earlier that day, so some people were already out of the office. I think it was just like me, Jessica, and Chad left. And I'm in my office working, and all of a sudden I hear and like footsteps running towards my office, and then the door slams shut. And I look over and no one's in there. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I peek around the desk and it's Iris. She's in the office with me. She's run in and closed the door behind her. And so she's in there with me and I'm like, hello?
She's like,
What's up? Like, what are you doing in here? But yeah, Lindsay had come over to drop cupcakes off for us.
I love your babies because they look so much like you and Michael, but also so like, I can't get over how much hair they both have.
So much
And
hair.
Oh my God.
distinct, like how distinct they are. Like Iris is so blonde. Luna is such a brunette.
She's a little Michael, Luna.
How'd you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, genetics.
Genetics.
Man. Yeah, Punnett squares.
Science magic.
She just only ate vanilla
Yeah.
while she was Iris, and then only ate chocolate.
Yeah.
I like the personality differences. That was already happening like when I was pregnant with them, just the different things that would happen. Like Michael would rub my tummy and Iris would like gravitate toward it. If Michael rubbed my tummy, Luna would be like, the hell's that? What's happening? Yeah,
Touch
she'd
me.
stop moving. So now that's translated to them being born, and Iris is very like hyper and energetic, and she's older, but Luna does seem more like chill.
Reserved.
I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, even though she's a baby.
Yeah,
That's
how
what you
old
guys
is
kept
Luna?
saying. You're like, oh,
She
she's
was
so
just
chill.
she was in her little
carrier. Yeah,
carrier
we'll
thing
see.
there. It's just like
She's like, so fam.
Basically.
just like
yes.
watching while Iris was just like la 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 la.
Yep.
That's nice. You only
Polar
really have to
opposites.
watch one child.
Yes, that is very nice.
Should we finish things
yeah,
off with
let's
the
do
back
it.
issues?
Are we done?
Can you believe it?
I just got here.
No.
Post show. Let's see which one we want to do.
That was so easy.
Are you gonna taste it?
We got a couple ones. I want to pick a good one.
Oh, to answer,
Lick
by
it.
the way, Iris is 2.5. Luna is 10 months.
Let's try
Can you
this
make
one.
me some cupcakes?
Yeah, kind of want.
Oh my God, that's a big question.
Make gluten-free
Anything.
cupcakes?
I need to.
Yeah.
I need to.
Let me know when you can.
I gotta do that in
Yeah.
keto for Jeff.
Can I
so.
can I get in on this gluten-free
Yeah.
shit?
Send me.
Do you
send
like
me
lemon?
recipes.
Do you like lemon? Do you like carrot?
I love all of those things. Well, it's not necessarily for me. My girlfriend has celiac.
I haven't done
so-
carrot cake yet. That's a good one.
My roommate is gluten-free.
Nice.
It's as close as I can
I was
get.
gonna say, is that like just an LA thing?
Proximity.
Or?
No. I mean, it is just an LA thing. I'm gluten-free and
no.
I'm vegan and I'm dairy-free.
It is funny whenever I'm in LA, people ask me, they're like, "Do you have any restrictions?" Like,
Yeah,
all
they're a
the
little
time.
bit more
Yeah.
aware of it.
Yes.
But I think that makes people feel like they can just say whatever. Sure. I
Yeah,
mean,
vegan.
I'm not gluten-free, I'm not dairy-free, but I know that dairy makes me break out, and I know that gluten makes me feel bloated. So I
there
say
you go.
that.
Well, yeah. So
oh
you
my
don't-
God, I'm LA.
That's
I
you.
don't eat ketchup.
What?
What the
I'm
fuck?
anti-ketchup. Ketchup
Is that a real
intolerant.
thing?
Lindsay, we're gonna have to ask you to leave the show. Thank you so much for being here.
You could just
Like, I love ketchup so much.
We're ketchup people on the
Yeah,
show.
I'm sorry. I love ketchup. Let's be real.
I know this is a very mustard set,
It's true.
but we
I
fuck
love
with ketchup.
mustard.
We hadn't used to have like a ketchup and mustard.
This
before.
is
Mustard's
this
a
is
great
my
color, on you, by
color.
the way.
What's up?
I said mustard's a great color on you, by the
Thank
way.
you. I think I look good in like dusty colors. Muted.
Dusty.
What is this? Just straight up.
Titty.
What's up?
There you go.
It's a fashion bra, so it's okay.
It is.
It's allowed. We'll get demonetized. It's all right. All right. This one comes from Jay.
Really?
And Jay, no, we're fine. Jay writes, "Hey all, big fan of the show, but getting right into it. My wife and I have been married for almost 6 years, together for 10, and for a majority of the time, we honestly spent it fighting or belittling each other. We do have our good days, as I imagine most couples do, but over the course of the relationship, it's developed into something that I feel is toxic and extremely unhealthy for both of us. There are a lot of underlying issues that affect the relationship that whenever I try to bring it up and address it, it turns into an argument and we're basically back to square one and having shouting matches, etc. As I'm approaching my 28th birthday, I've come to a point in my life where I honestly don't know if I could stay with someone who won't sit down and have an adult conversation with me about our issues, and I don't know what to do anymore. I've gotten to the point of heavily considering divorce, but obviously it's not as simple. We don't have any kids or anything along those lines that would be affected if we weren't together. So my question is, what advice would you guys give? Thanks, Jay."
I'd get out.
Oof, yeah.
Oh, yikes.
I was gonna say
It's
this is
only-
not what you're gonna want to hear, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It's gonna be hard to do that.
Yeah.
But you gotta get out.
For even
yeah.
if not, it sounds like this has been a thing that you've been trying to address for a long time. So there have been steps taken. It's not like, oh man, I'm here. What do I do? I would feel like the next step would be consulting a therapist if you really want to give one last ditch effort.
Couples
Say,
therapy
listen,
or
like we've reached this breaking point. This needs professional help. And if that can't be, worked out, then yeah, I think you're in a great position now in your life to say this sucks. I'm not happy.
Yeah, and you're still young.
Very young.
There's
Yeah, just because, I mean, they've been together for 10 years, which is pretty much your entire adult life. So I
How old-
understand
and
the
those,
situation.
that's
28.
a
28.
big time frame when
18,
people
yikes.
change, they grow.
That's a lot.
That's
I
that's
am-
when you change the most.
I did a
feel.
complete 180 from that person.
Yeah.
If you went and met that Lindsay, you'd be like, who the fuck is this?
I would not be friends with college Arryn.
same.
Oh my God, no.
I will say, I
Maybe a little
appreciate the fact that
She's a crazy bitch.
I appreciate the fact that Jay realizes that they're fighting and belittling each other, because oftentimes
Yeah,
when
people
there's
blame each other.
issues in a relationship, people tend to put a lot of blame on the other
Right.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is bad because of them, because they're doing this and this. So it's nice that you're identifying the fact that both of you are at fault and it's just not working.
It's a recognition of incompatibility, is what it boils down to.
And that's okay, but it sounds like you're absolutely miserable. And to only be 28, there's still so much like happiness in life that you can find. Like
especially if you, I mean, I think a lot of reason people stay together when they're unhappy is for children.
Yeah.
And they don't have
any children.
Yep.
It's perfect time to get out of it.
It's children, and sometimes I would think comfort, the fear of, you know, not finding someone else if you're interested in a relationship and having a family.
Number one piece of advice in this situation is don't have kids in hopes that would fix it.
Yeah, don't do that.
For the love of whatever deity
Stop
you
sleeping
feel to
together.
listen to. Yeah, oh my God. The amount of people I've heard were like, oh yeah, we had kids. I'm like, no, stop.
Yeah, or like,
well, I imagine
we're
at that
having
point
issues.
they're probably not even sleeping together anymore. Like,
no, probably not.
I don't know. I mean,
I think the
Hate fucking.
Maybe.
I'm sorry.
Maybe.
That's not my place to say.
I think the thing that always comes to mind with these situations when it's something that's this severe, it's like if you have to write in about it, if you have to talk, like if you're
strangers.
you've already kind of made your mind, or not that you've made your mind up, but you kind of know the answer that you want.
you want someone to validate your feelings on it.
So we will do
Yes,
that.
and not that we've been in the same position that you're in, but I can probably guarantee that all of us have been in a relationship where we know it's over.
Yeah.
You're kind of going through the motions. You're like, I'm not.
And like you talk about it maybe with friends or something, just so they could be like,
Yeah.
happy. Like,
Right.
You already, that's one thing I was also going to suggest, and maybe you've already done this, is like talking to friends and going, listen, here's what's happening with me, or maybe you've witnessed some stuff going down, this is what's going on with us, how do you feel? And more often than not, you're right. The friend will validate what you already know you're going to do, or you want to do, and they'll go,
And
this sucks.
I feel like when relationships get like that, you both sort of lose like sight of who you are because you're both so miserable, you're no longer like who you actually are. You just become like this kind of bitter shell of someone.
Yeah.
So I think everybody just feels icky in it because they're no longer happy, so they're no longer themselves, and you're just trying to make something work that just isn't worth making work.
The numbing agent is very powerful.
Yeah.
It can easily turn into like, just make it through this day. And you're like, damn, how many like just make it through todays am I going to go through before I'm enjoying life?
Yeah.
I think ultimately, I mean, Jay mentions that every time they try to have a conversation about it, the other person shuts down completely and like starts arguing, and it turns into a screaming match. If you can't even communicate with each other, that is like step one in any relationship.
Yeah.
If you can't even get something out that you're having an issue with or a problem with without the other person reacting in that way, like that is instant red flag.
Yeah.
And you have to ask yourself, like, ultimately, are you happy? If you're not happy, don't be in that situation. And like, it's the same thing when you break up with someone, you tend to look back and think of all the good moments and all the like the positive and happy times and then miss them and feel sad.
Yeah.
But like, what are the reasons that you want to break up? What are the reasons why you aren't happy? Like those are the things that I think have to outweigh the happiness in the situation.
That being good.
It's kind of like hard to admit to yourself that you're not happy because you think like we've been in this long, I can make this work, like we can figure this out, like I can make this my reality.
Yeah.
And it's hard to say that like you're not happy because you're just so used to it.
It's also hard to have the perspective at the current time, but I will say, like, looking back to my relationships, now I think like, okay, this is a positive thing I took from it, or like this happened, but like I have this, or I learned this lesson from this. But I can still recognize, like, I would never want to be in a relationship with these people again. I'm so glad I didn't stay with these people or whatever happened. But I guess it seems kind of weird to say, but you can look at this if you guys end up deciding that you guys just can't be together, you have to move apart, that you can still have a positive reflection on this happening because it's a growth moment.
Totally.
Yeah, this is you coming into yourself and again experiencing relationships and some of their negative aspects. It's just part of life.
Yeah.
I could almost guarantee you if you end up ending this relationship, getting a divorce, going through that, it's going to be a fucking process and it's going to be rough, but I could almost guarantee you're going to feel like you have a weight lifted off
my
your
gosh.
shoulders.
Within
much
like
lighter.
8 months, everything will be perfect again.
Yep.
Yeah, so much lighter. I mean, I think about my last relationship and how long it took. I mean, it felt like, you know, even though there was moments of it where I was really happy, there was also a lot of times where I remember having a conversation with you like 2 years into that relationship and just being like, I don't think I'm that happy. And you're like, yeah, you don't seem that happy. And then I stayed in it for like another 2 years.
Right.
Yep.
And once it finally ended, I was just like, oh shit, like this is what I'm supposed to feel like. Like I don't feel so sad anymore. And I don't feel so like just like depressed that this one thing that I have in my life that I feel like should be so great isn't. Now I just feel like free.
Yeah. It shouldn't be like, relationships should be work to an extent because it's two people and you have to compromise and you have to communicate and like there is effort that is put into relationships and sometimes it's hard, but it shouldn't be all work. It shouldn't be difficult. It shouldn't be tough to talk. It shouldn't turn into a screaming match.
Well, that
anytime
in
you bring
itself,
up your
from what you're
issues.
saying, is the effort isn't there, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Effort is a one-way street, and that ain't good.
So I think we're all in agreement.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's time to say goodbye to that.
Yeah.
Jay, if you're watching, I hope that this helped shine some light on your situation or anybody going through a similar situation. You gotta worry about number one, yourself.
Yeah.
If you're not happy, get out of it.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
You're not
Life's
stuck.
too short.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for writing in, and thank you guys for watching this Christmas special. Where
Happy
Yes,
holidays.
So
holidays at all.
Look at us. We're in a tree.
Hey, I stole this tree from our kitchen to put on
That's
set.
really cute.
We'll be answering some more questions
Didn't
in
even
the
notice
post show for first members. So if you're not a first member, please sign up. It would make our day and our whole month if you did.
And our New Year and our Christmas and everything.
It's a great way to support us.
What is it? The Merry Christmas, Hanukkah,
Oh,
Kwanzaa.
Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa?
Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
There it is.
Hanukkah Mastan. Sorry.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're just making
right.
shit up now.
That's a lot of work. And if you guys want to write us a question, you could send an email to alwaysopen@roosterteeth.com. Sign up for first membership. Buy stuff in our store. Support us. We get to keep doing shows like this because of you guys. So thank you so much, ladies. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
We'll see you in the post show.
Yes.
Merry holidays.
Team
Merry
RWBY
Christmas,
for life.
Hanukkah,
RWBY.
Rumby.
Rest in peace, Forrest.
Kwanzaa.
Thank you guys so much for watching that episode of Always Open. Give it a thumbs up for us, for Team RWBY. And leave us a comment below. Let us know what you're grateful for this holiday season. And we'll see you guys next time. We love you.